Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and I am your watch guy today as always. Today we are discussing my top 5 AliExpress pieces that I've spotted this month. Now for you who are new around the channel, this is a list of the 5 watches that I've spotted on AliExpress marketplace this month that have caught my eye. I have a top 5 each month from AliExpress and it's always nice to see what's appearing on there and also for you guys to tell me what you've also seen. I think it's one of my favorite videos to shoot each month. So before we get into this, down below I have an affiliate link to each of these watches. I'm not affiliated to any of these stores. None of them have been in contact with me. None of them have spoken to me about any of these watches. If they do want to though, if they want to, emails down there too. Nice one guys. If you wanted to pick any of these up, please do use one of those links. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel a great deal. Also, I love it when you guys tell me what you've seen this month. It keeps a nice, fresh perspective for myself to see what you guys are looking at. So, let's start with number 1. So this is a reappearance of a brand that a lot of us really did love, Escapement Time. Now they create retro-inspired pieces with fantastic finishing and attention to detail. This is their H0297, and as you can see, it has a really lovely gold tone and white offset on there. I think that really does give a very nice vintage and gilt look to it. Definitely has a little bit of a look of a Longines to me, and I do love a good Longines. 35mm in diameter, so it's a smaller watch. However, I think we've seen a lot of smaller watches on the market lately, and they do seem to be doing really well, especially on the AliExpress marketplace. Now, it's packed with a sapphire crystal. Escapement Time really do finishes their watches very nicely. In fact, I have one of their watches right here, and honestly, it's a little beauty. It's a real little beauty. Packed with a Miyota 2S60 quartz movement and a heavy dress aesthetic. I think it's a real winner for anyone that's looking to buy something for an event wear this summer. It comes in at £85 on their store. That is the Escapement Time official store on AliExpress, and that's who I've linked in the description. Moving on to something with even more of a summer vibe and something that is a classic on AliExpress, something that we'll have all seen, but with a little update to it. This is the Steeldive SD1970. I honestly don't even have to look at my notes for that because this piece is iconic on AliExpress nowadays. It's iconic in our budget market also. It's a homage to the Seiko Willard. It's a very, very good looking watch for the budget price that you pay on these. It's very, very accessible. It's very, very well done for such a low price. This one does come with a little bit of a premium due to that pink dial. Now it does come in a few different colour options. I think you can get these as low as £60. This one at the moment, however, is priced at £97.33. Now I think it's the ideal piece for someone who wants a real vibrant summer watch. That pink dial will really catch the eye this year. Also, if you're not quite brave enough to wear the pink, it comes in a turquoise option also. Ceramic bezel insert, a sapphire crystal, all the good stuff, 316L stainless steel and an NH35 movement. With 200 meters of water resistance, this one is definitely classed as a real budget diver. It's available on the Steeldive diving watch store, and that's who I've linked in the description. Okay, we're moving slightly higher into the budget. Now, this one comes from Octopus Kraken, the Octopus Kraken store. I think that these are really, really good looking pieces. Now, they are inspired or homaging the Oris Big Crown. Now, I really do love that watch. I've actually got one in my collection. It's something that I really do enjoy wearing for an occasion piece. I think that Oris on the Swiss market, on the Swiss entry luxury market, I think they really offer some of the best value out there. Now this Octopus Kraken Pilot comes in at £148 at the moment. It is packed with some pretty usual specifications, the NH35 movement, 100 meters of water resistance and a sapphire crystal. The real kicker for this piece is that it homages the Oris Big Crown pointer date. I think a lot of people really enjoy the look of that watch, and I think that this is a very budget option to get into something like this. Now, at £148, that's a very good price for something from Octopus Kraken. They really do play more towards the Suggest type of area, and they are on a whole, usually very well finished and very well put together watches. Also, if you're not interested in this coloured option, there are a few other coloured dials out there that really do set a tone. And I think it's really nice to also see a Oris homage over the usual Rolex and Omega that we see everywhere. I think it's nice to see Octopus Kraken look at something different, and yeah, I think it's definitely a good option. Available now on the Octopus Kraken watch store. That's who is linked in the description. Okay, now we're moving on to one that I think it'd be insane for me not to buy, to have a look at and review for you guys. This is from Pierre Parlin. Now, they are a part of the Mercure watch group. If you've heard of Mercure before, you know that they're really well finished watches, very well put together. Again, more towards the Suggest type of market over the Pagani design type of market. You'll pay a little bit extra for these watches, but it's definitely worth that little bit extra. It'll definitely suffice for a much longer time. 38mm in diameter, sapphire crystal, 316L stainless steel, packed with an ST17 movement. That's all the basics here. However, this one has a jumping hour complication, and that's something I haven't got in my collection. So it's definitely something I think I need to get in to have a look at, something that I would really love to display on the channel. I think that at £111 for this complication and this level of watch, I think that that's a really good deal. And well, I guess while waiting to get one in hand, only time will tell. This is available on the Mercure official store on Aliexpress. As I said, Mercure definitely play more towards the Suggest type of ballpark, moving towards San Martin, that type of area. Definitely a more budget piece for them. So I think that's a very good option for people who are looking to get a little bit more into the Chinese brands, see what they can offer, a slightly higher budget. £111 for this piece is a really good deal, I think. Now, as we are talking about really good deals, I'm moving towards the better, more respected brands on AliExpress. Here come Baltany. I really do enjoy Baltany pieces. I've reviewed a couple of them now, and they are definitely some of the better watches that I've seen from AliExpress. Yes, they are more expensive, fair enough, but they are definitely worth the price, and they really do pack some value for us that like to pay less for our watches but still get a really good piece. This is their retro-inspired sub-homage. Now, one thing that I really do think with Baltany is that they try to homage watches that you can't exactly just pick up on the market anymore. I mean, I get that you can't really pick up a sub Madna as easily as you'd like to on the market. However, a vintage sub like this homages, I think that would cost you the best part of 2 years' wages. Definitely for myself anyway. So I think it's nice to see that we get this type of homage from them. Also, like the last one that I reviewed, the Oyster Perpetual, the Rolex Oyster, I think that it's nice to see them homage watches that you just can't get. Now, this one really does have a summer vibe for me. A vintage sub just screams summer to me for some reason. The aluminium bezel insert that looks slightly faded, the off blue dial, I think that this one's a real winner for a lot of people. 39mm in diameter, sapphire crystal. NH38 movement, the non-date complication variant. I think that it's nice to see Baltany fit this with the correct parts, you know. For a lot of brands, it's the minimum that we'd expect, but at this price range, it's nice to see them do the proper thing and like actually pack this correctly. Now, on a band, this one comes in at £115. If you wanted it on a bracelet, it'll cost you more around the £150 mark. Now, I always do say that a bracelet is definitely worth picking up over a band. You can always pick a band up very cheap, and you've probably got plenty of them in your own collection anyway that you can use. So a bracelet usually gets the go-ahead for me. However, that's completely your own choice. If you don't think it's worth the extra £35, then get it on the band. This one's available on the Heimdallr watch store, and that completes our list of 5 for this month. Now, I'm going to put a poll up on my community posts. Tell me which one of these you would most like to see on the channel next month, and I'll see if I can get one into review for you guys. I think that will probably be the best way for us to operate this list from now on. Now, if you've seen something else on AliExpress that you'd like to point out to me, something that you think I've missed, something that has really caught your eye, or something that you've bought this month, I'd love to see it. So comment below, tell me what you've been seeing. And as always, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And we are nearing that magical 10k mark now, which I'm very, very excited about. I think I'll get a few special videos out to celebrate that. So let's push on towards that, guys. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next one.